So this is a continuation of the problem on vector addition and vector subtraction using component method. Okay, this time we answer part B. So, asa na ba tayo? Whiteboard, wait. Yan. And then, let me share my window muna. So, share screen. Saan na ba yun? Pause. Whiteboard. There. Okay, share. Okay. No, this is not what I wanted. Where is that? There. Okay. Okay. So, we have... uy, nasa na ba yun? Yan. Uy! Ay, ano ba? Stop, stop, stop. Okay. There you are. Share. Okay. So, this is the table that we got, no? In the first part of this component method video. So, we are now answering letter B. Okay. So, for letter B, we are to determine the vector difference A minus B, and then we'll still also assign it as a new vector S, and ayan. So, in component method, you still resolve or determine individually the x and the y components of all of your vectors, and then with the corresponding correct signs. So in this case now, let's continue defining that the x component of S, or the vector difference, is also the difference between AX and BX. Unlike in graphical method where the subtraction is rewritten into addition, using the component method, we can just go directly in simplifying. So there's no need to make this into A plus negative B. Pwede na kaagad diretso na component. So si SX therefore is the value of AX, it's just 0, minus the value of B, positive 7.5. Yan. So the X component of the difference of A and B is negative 7.50 meters for SX. Yan. Okay. Further defining the Y component of the vector difference is also just the difference of the two components, AY minus BY. So you look at your table here, AY is negative 8 minus the BY is positive 13. So this has to be done algebraically with the correct signs. So our SY therefore is negative 21 meter. So meaning to say, this vector S, which is equal to A minus B, is a vector that is lying on the third quadrant. How do we know that's in the third quadrant? Simply because its X component is negative and its Y component also is negative. So we know that in the Cartesian plane, diba? Recall that in the first quadrant, you have positive X, positive Y. And then you go counterclockwise. You go to second quadrant. And this is negative X, positive Y. And then third quadrant, both are negative. Negative X, negative Y. And in the fourth quadrant, you have positive X, negative Y. So ito pa lang, after solving for the components, immediately you know, you have a picture in your mind kung saan sa Cartesian plane yung vector mo. So pareho silang negative. So if you're looking for any vector, whether it's a vector difference, whether it's a vector sum, basta kay vector siya, the moment you know the components, okay, you can immediately draw the vector addition diagram, meaning the head-to-tail drawing of the two components. And then yung resultant, yun yung vector na may-ari. So by definition, we say that vector S is the vector sum of Sx plus SY. So sabi natin, pag vector addition, ihe-head to tail mo yung inad mo. So we draw this to head to tail. Where do we start? We start somewhere here siguro. And then we go negative. So it has to be a bit shorter, no? So we go to negative x. This is now sx with respect to this origin. And then from the head of sx, I'll go down kasi negative. 3 times as long as the x kasi 21 man siya. So your estimation should be realistic. So this is now your sy. So it makes a 90-degree angle, and then the starting point and the end point. This is now the vector which owns the two components. And we can solve for its direction. Let's say ito, with respect to the west direction, I'll call this alpha siguro. Yan. So meron ka ngayong inverted right triangle. To get the hypotenuse, Pythagorean ulit, and then to get the internal angle here, we use tangent or TOA. Diba? So, we say therefore that, nito na lang tayo, the magnitude of vector S is just, by Pythagorean relation, the square root of the sum of the squares of the two sides. Ayan. So, kahit na negative sila, pwede mo namang hindi napansinin ang negative kasi squaring it will also make it a positive. So, I can just put here 7.5 squared plus 21 squared. Kung gusto mong maglagay ng negative, okay lang naman. Yan. Kasi mawawala din yan. So, the magnitude of S, okay, sinolve ko nito kanina para hindi ubusan ng time. This is 22.1, diba? 22.1 meter. If we recall, i-recall natin ha, i-compare natin yung sagot natin sa graphical. Sa graphical method, ang sagot natin sa S was this, that its magnitude is 22 meters. And with respect to west, it's 72.0 degrees south of west. So sa unang tingin pa lang, okay, medyo maganda yung paggawa natin sa graphical kasi 0.1 lang ang difference, di ba? So that's for the component method, it's 22.1 yung magnitude. For the direction, let's get this internal angle alpha. So we say that the tangent of alpha, gamitin natin yung magnitude ha, para ang angle na makukuha natin always is positive. Tapos kung hindi siya with respect to the positive x, lalagyan mo dapat ng geographical direction, kung south of east, etc. Kaya lalagay ko dito, the opposite is SY. I'm not putting the arrow on top kasi magnitude lang ang gagamitin ko. And then over, the adjacent to alpha is SX. So alpha therefore is just, you have inverse of tan, and then my SY here is, pila kong SY? 21 without the negative. And then I'll have 7.5. Para positive always ang angle na lalabas. And this is around 70.3 degrees. So this is now the direction. So in our final answer, therefore, A minus B, which is equal to vector S, is 22.1 with 3 significant figures and 70.3 degrees with respect to west, going south. So that's south of west. Pwede na ito ngayon. Yan. And then, kung ayaw mo ng south of west, then gamitin mo itong angle na ito. Magde-declare ka ngayon ng west of south. So, that's around, pila? 19.7? Tama ba? Yeah, 19.7. So, this is 19.7. Kanina sa graphical, 18 ito eh. And then, kung ayaw mo ng west of south, edi pwede kang mag-standard position angle. 180 plus 70.5 is 250.3. Ayan. Pero 4 significant figures na yan. Pwede na lang 250. Okay? So, comparing our answer with the component method, yan. If we get the percent difference, no? Percent difference between the result of graphical and component for the magnitude, Okay, congratulations. We only have a 0.45% na percent difference. Meaning, sa part B natin, we're able to use the two methods no, with high reliability. So, pag low ang percent difference, it means either of the two methods is reliable to use. Yan. And then the percent difference naman for the direction, yung angle, is equivalent to, it's just 1.12%. O, diba, bongga? So, medyo careful yung paggawa ko ng graphical dito. Ayan. Okay? So, if you're interested kung paano kinuha si percent difference, okay? So, percent difference is just equivalent to, you have the absolute value of value A. Si value A, pwedeng yung value from graphical or pwedeng yung value from component. And then minus yung average ng dalawa. So, i-add mo si A at saka i-add mo si value B. Ayan. Add mo si value B over 2. Ayan. And then may absolute value yan para positive yung percent natin. Divide ulit by the average. We add the two values, value A and value B. Divide by 2. And then we multiply this by 100. Ayan. So, kung si magnitude ang kinuha natin, yung percent difference sa magnitude, i-assign kong value A si graphical. So, ito, assign ko as value A. Tapos, ito naman, i-assign ko as value B. So, kung kunin ko ang percent difference sa magnitude, then the percent difference will just be value A is 22 for magnitude minus the average. Ang average is 22.1. Okay. Divided by the average ulit, 22.1. And that gives us 0.45%. Okay. And then the percent difference for the direction, percent difference, value A is 72. And then the average, if we get the average of the two, is 71.2. Divided by the average ulit, times 100. May times 100 pa pala ito. Times 100. So this is around 1.12%. Ganito din ang ginawa ko kanina sa part A. Okay? Ayan. So I hope that you will also solve problems on your own using our main reference. Do not just rely on this lecture video. You have to practice on your own. Okay? I guess that would be for now.